that Brilliant Idiot shit.
Yeah,
man.
I like Brilliant Idiots too.
Yeah.
Brilliant Idiots. That's
Yeah.
that's what I started out
Charlamagne
with.
on that, right?
Yeah, Monk's Corner.
It's Monk's Corner. That's the first podcast I ever listened to was the Brilliant Idiots.
Yeah.
I was just like, I
He
hear
is a
about these
fucking
podcast
idiot.
shit. Who?
Charlamagne, bro.
What a fool, man.
Yeah, he's a
Charlamagne
fool.
is a fucking fool, man. But he's a self though. He ain't never changed.
That's
really.
why I like him.
He
Dude.
might have really. He dialed it down though. He used to be way worse than that. Bro.
Yeah.
I remember him being on the radio here
Yeah,
because that baboonki that started from Charlamagne.
Yeah.
I fucks with him.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You didn't know he used to be on
I know.
Z93?
I know he was on Z93, but I wasn't familiar with his.
Oh yeah.
His sound. His. You know what I'm saying. I didn't really know too much about him.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I knew that. I remember him from there, but it was weird because, like you said, like it went years and years, and then he started. Because he always talks about Monk's Corner, you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I will say. You know, a lot of motherfuckers that get on and be like, I'm from LA or whatever, and then you find out they're from fucking like Tucson, Arizona or some shit.
Right.
And they moved to LA when they were 29, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm from LA. It's like, nah, that man's always been like, I'm from a fucking dirt road and Monk's Corner.
Monk's Corner.
he'll say
Population
Charleston.
8,000.
Yeah.
So he had Chris Kalin on there. You
Yeah,
saw that?
yeah. I saw that.
I thought that was really dope.
Yeah, he
Chris
always.
who?
Chris Kalin, she used to work for Z93 too.
Yeah.
He had her on the Brilliant Idiots.
She was on the Breakfast
No,
Club.
she's
Oh,
on the Breakfast Club.
Oh, I
She's
didn't
been
catch
the
that.
guest
I didn't catch
host
that.
like this week, I think. This
That's
whole
what's up.
week.
Well, yeah, they lost Yee, like Angela Yee ain't on
Yeah,
anymore.
so they just been doing guest hosts.
That's cool.
You know what I mean?
I
But
only
he
listen
just
to
put
radio.
the Chris Kalin girl on, and like he said, she's from here. You know what I mean? So it's always dope. Like he does that shit. You know what I mean? Like he looks out. I mean, you probably listened to the last episode where they were talking about he's like a gatekeeper and he doesn't.
Yeah, well, 85 South was talking about it, right?
Yeah, they were,
Yeah.
no.
Say,
It
who's the
wasn't
gatekeeper?
85 South. It was when Andrew was back on.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
saying that Charlamagne was a gatekeeper.
They were saying he's a gatekeeper and like because a lot of people hate on him, but they were hating on him about like people saying like, oh, you could have put me on or opened these doors, and you know what I mean? And it's like,
So my buddy, man, I don't know if you heard of him, Mossberg, Montana.
oh yeah,
That's one of my dudes. That's my brother.
yeah. Oh, word.
Yeah.
I love the link
So-
with him, man. He's always got the fire shit. When he brought that chicken,
Right.
like that shit went viral. You know what I mean?
So I was talking to him about the whole Charlamagne thing. You know, he got a sync deal. His beats on Charlamagne's show. Yeah, Viacom cut him a check for two of his beats.
That's what's up, man.
So he was saying like, you know, talking about getting the opportunity or whatever, but basically Charlamagne was like, bro, if I put my name on the line for you and this shit go left, like, and not just him, just in general, that's like his
Right.
mindset.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what they were saying on the pod. It's like, you know, like, I put my name on you, but I only put my name on people that I know are upstanding, that are about their business. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, that's why you on the pod. You know what I mean? Like on my pod, because you know I've entertained other people, man, and they fuck around and act like my time ain't important and shit. But like people like you, I know it's about your business. You take your shit serious. You know what I'm saying? So I think that people don't understand that. It's like they take it as hate. You know what I mean? People think that you hating on them if you don't put them in a position to succeed. And it's like, I'm trying to be successful myself. You know what I mean? And if you're any type of intelligent person, if you have an intelligent thought in your brain, you understand that like you are what you surround yourself with.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And you could tell 1,000 truths, but that one lie will fuck you up.
No,
you
that's
know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's what people
So-
hang up on. They get hung up on it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like I could be the most upstanding motherfucker you ever met in your life, but if I told you I was gonna be somewhere and I ain't show up, you'll remember that more than 1,000 times I fucking showed up.
No,
You
No,
know
that's
what I mean?
that's real talk though. Like,
Yeah.
like I remember maybe like 6, 7 years ago, bro. I was probably in like the worst space in my life, and you know I probably let a lot of people down. But you don't understand it until you actually come back to reality, till you get out of that dark place and you're like, damn, boy, I was a fucking dirtbag.
Yeah.
But in all actuality, I wasn't myself. Because you trying to figure out what your next move is. Like, shit, I ain't know what I'm going to eat the next day.
Right.
I ain't got a place to really lay my head because I don't give a fuck if you sleep on somebody's couch. you a homeless motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
Like once my name was on that dotted line and my name on these bills, I'm not homeless no more.
yeah, it's my shit.
That's my shit.
It's a good thing you came, but a lot of people don't come to that mind state of damn, I was fucking up.
Yeah,
It's
like,
good that you came out. It takes a mature person to be like, okay, it was me.
Yeah.
I was the problem. I gotta get myself right. Just grow up a little bit.
because like when people react to how you respond, you really can't get mad at those people. Like I fell out with a lot of people that used to love me, or I used to have a lot of love for, and you know, when I grew up and I realized like, damn, Mike, now you got to understand why these people don't fuck with you no more.
Right.
They think that you don't value them as a person, you don't respect them,
Yeah.
so they not gonna fuck with you.
Yeah. I mean,
And it's up to, and you can't be mad how they respond. They might come with the wrath of God. Mm-hmm. You just don't know how it's gonna come, and you got to be prepared for that.
yeah. Well,
Because some people hit hard, and some people just don't talk to you no more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Didn't
true,
Charlamagne
man.
say something about that? Like you can say whatever you want, but you can't control how somebody responds.
Yeah, you can't.
Something like that?
Yeah, it's like freedom of speech. You can have the freedom of speech, but it's not free of consequences.
Right.
You can say what the fuck you want to say, and you can do what the fuck you want to do. Nobody's gonna judge you. Well, they gonna judge you, but nobody's gonna hate you for that because they're gonna let you do that.
Right.
But I'm gonna treat you accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't fucking show up, then I'm not gonna hit you up no more. You know what I'm saying? And then you gonna be sitting there going, man, you know, fucking Mike don't fucking love me no more. You know what I'm saying? You don't answer my calls no more. And it's like, dog, like, my time's important. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of times people think like it ain't shit. The mindset is shit ain't a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But I've always been the type of dude that's like, no matter how minuscule or minute the fucking thing we're doing is, I'm gonna treat it like we're fucking building the ark, bro. We're building the fucking pyramids right now. You know what I'm saying? We could be putting together my daughter's swing set, but we're building the fucking ark. You know what I'm saying? Like we taking this shit serious. You know what I'm saying?
No corners. We're doing this shit. We're reading the instructions.
Exactly. We're doing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is, people don't value anything. Like majority of the population, they don't value anything unless it got a dollar amount attached to it.
100%. 100%.
One thing,
that's our culture.
I had to change my mindset on that too. Like I'm pretty sure that it's people out here like us that think that way, that the dollar amount isn't the most important thing.
No, it's not.
What it is the experience.
The experience. I was gonna say it. Yeah,
And
it's
you can't-
almost priceless, man.
Right. And you
Experience
can't
is
put
priceless.
a dollar amount on networking, all right, or building relationships. So if you hit me up and you're like, bro, I'm throwing this show, da 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 da, and I'm like, yo, my going rate's usually 1,000 to 1,500 a show. You know what I'm saying? But you're like, nah, I'm just starting out. Like I could say nah, or I could come build a relationship with you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Off the strength of who you are,
Right.
Because you showed up, you was always solid.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if you weren't solid, then it's like, yo, fucking yesterday's price ain't today's price. But if
I
you
need
are,
that band.
but if you were solid, then I'm gonna come do it, and we're gonna build from there. You know what I mean? And that's really what the brass tacks of it is. Is like, I think this generation is like very much what have you done for me lately type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like it's
Entitled.
just like, what can you do for me? What can you give me?
they're
What can
entitled.
you very entitled.
Pay your dues, bro.
Yeah, pay your
pay your
dues,
dues.
bro. Like I've fucking performed for one people, and I've performed for 10,000.
We've
people.
paid
You know
to.
what I'm saying?
We've paid to perform.
Yeah, I've paid to perform. I've been paid to perform. So it's all about, to me, is the relationships. And like people, a lot of people look at me and they say like, man, like why everybody hold him in such high esteem? Why, you know what I mean? Like it's like that kind of like, what's so special about him? Ain't nothing fucking special about me. I just show up when I say I'm gonna show up. I do what I say I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it is.
It is something special about you, though.
That
is what's
right.
Your
right.
integrity and your
Your
character as a
integrity.
person.
That's right. Stand by
That's
your word.
what that's what's special,
Yeah.
because that's missing.
Well,
you
I
know.
appreciate that, man, and I, you know, like I'm at the point now where I'm a old head, you know what I'm saying? And it's
shame,
like,
man.
yeah, and I'm just fucking speaking and screaming into the ether at these younger cats, and like, yo, just fucking just go to that show where there ain't gonna be nobody there, because check it out. This the thing. Say there's gonna be 5 fucking people there. All 5 of them fucking people are 100% focused on you. Like, they're listening to every fucking word you're saying, and that's 5 more fans, bro.
That's it, man.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, I've been in situations where I perform for 5 people.
Restroom up here?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Go get it, brother. Yeah, do your thing. But hey, ain't no thing. But I've been in those situations where it's just like, fuck. You know, I've had 5 fucking people there. I've had 5,000 fucking people there. And sometimes you could perform for fucking 5,000 people and not reach one of them. You know what I'm saying? But you could perform for those 5 people, and that's 5 new fans forever.
I think if you put the same effort forth that you do for the 5 and the 5,000, you get it. Do you remember when the movie The Temptations came out? Mm-hmm. When they had, like, VH1 did like a 5-part series, but they just made it like a 3-hour movie later on. There's a part to where, like, the Temptations start, like, slowing down. The My Girl era is over. You know, they made it through the 70s, whatever, and they're starting to, like, slow down. And Blue comes into the dressing room, and he's like, "We only sold half a show." And Otis, whatever, I think his name was O. They call him O. But he was like the leader of
it's Otis Redding, I think. When he was with the Temptations.
I don't think it's Otis Redding, no. But he's still to this day performing. But Blue comes in and is like, "Yo, we only sold half a show," and O says, then half a show deserves the best we can give him.
Exactly.
We're gonna do it just like we're gonna perform for half a show, the same way we perform for a whole show.
Yeah.
And that's what that goes back to integrity. You are what you say you are. You know, you go in there and perform for half a fucking show, and you give them half-ass Temptations. They're no longer Temptations fans.
Yeah, they ain't. You always should put your best foot forward, bro. Always. You should always do that shit, man. But you know, we just started vibing, started talking, man. If y'all don't know, this fucking Mike Burner, my dog.
How y'all doing?
You know, we met. Shit, man. It's been fucking like 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like. I've said this on the pod many a times, and it's a recurring theme, and it's a quote, because it is a quote. It's a fucking real thing. It's a real recognized game, and
iron sharpen iron.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, me and this dude, like, we met, and we've probably seen each other a handful of times since then, or spoke a handful of times since then, but that, like, this is the whole shit we're talking about. Is like, when you meet somebody, or you're networking, or you get around other talent, you know what I mean? Like, network, fucking, when you see somebody that's great, fucking give them that time, give them your number, give them your fucking contacts, give them everything, bro. Follow them, follow you, like network and build, because
support each other, man.
Yeah, support each other,
especially
bro.
Like Charleston, where it's just
100%, bro.
That support system just ain't here.
Yeah,
man.
Crabs in a bucket, bro.
Yeah,
like, that's how it's always
other,
been in
dude.
Charleston. So
I'm gonna be real with you though, dog. Like, I never felt that.
no,
and even if I did, it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
Like,
with that, I think that's the point. It's like, I think people don't let it bother them.
I think I had like my moments where I was like, you know what, man, the city ain't really rocking with me. But I'm like, man, why should they rock with me? They don't even know me. Mm-hmm. Like, cause I don't even know how I started like being an artist, bro. Like, I'm like the shyest person, bro. Like, I used to be.
Right.
I had real bad social anxiety. Like,
me as
I don't
well.
understand how I'm sitting here on this podcast. But
I like you being here. I feel good. Feels good to me.
Yeah.
But
me as well, though. Like, when I was young, dog, I was always just I don't want to say anxiety, but I was just like very self-aware and socially conscious, and I think that's like now we attribute it to anxiety, but I think it's more so like you were just like you're aware of what's going on socially around you and the constructs, and you're trying to find your way. And then like we have the best stories at the end of the day, because like me, I was quiet for so fucking long. You know what I'm saying? I just observed when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, very observant, like listening to what the parents said. You know what I mean? Like my mom would always have to be like, Michael, go to your room, go play.
Right.
I'm like, nah, I want to know what the fuck's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
y'all talking about Bill Clinton got elected and OJ's fucking killing his wife and shit. Like, I want to know about that shit. I don't want to fucking
Play with toys and shit.
Yeah, I don't want to play with toys and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, it used to kill my brother because me and my brother 2 years apart, and he liked to, play man. That's what we used to call it, play man. You know what I'm saying? Just like
G.I. Joes and shit.
Yeah, fucking.
Well, we call it G.I. Joes. But
Yeah, play men, just like fucking fight them, and you know what I mean, all that shit. And I would do it a little bit, but I was more like, fuck, man, I want to write a story. I want to fucking read a story.
There's a difference between creativity and imagination. Doing that is like using your imagination, and creativity is like starting from nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Making something come to. I mean, imagination. Oh, you're playing a character. Oh, this person versus that person. Yeah, fight, whatever the fuck. But being like those people don't exist and creating something from nothing. Mm-hmm. There's just y'all just two different dynamics. That's
right, and there's nothing wrong with either.
No, there's nothing. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with
But it's just like, I think that the person who is playing the man and creative, they're more like outspoken. They're more like, they're comfortable with the narratives, you know what I'm saying? And like people like me are more like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I want to know the whole shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to know what's going on. I want to know what the thoughts are. Like I don't know why I've always been like that. Like I want to know, like I want to know, like a psychiatrist almost. Like I want to know how you work, what makes you tick. You know what I'm saying?
I'm inquisitive. I'm nosy.
Right.
Yeah,
Ask you
100%.
some off the wall personal questions.
Yeah. I used to be fucking nosy, man.
But it's funny what you said about like how you said like how you became an artist and doing this and that, because I remember we met this fella by the name of William Lawson back in the day, and he told us
Sounds like a lawyer.
He was actually connected with what's the dude's name from Charleston, the big dude, the big name.
Either Pacino
Dino. He was connected with Pacino Dino.
Was he an artist or he was?
No, he was like an A&R. Yeah. So
William Lawson.
His name's William Lawson. Tall as shit, cool as shit. He was very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
But Pacino got wrapped up in some shit, and he had to go to college for a little while, right? So William Lawson had a little bit of time on his hands, so he started fucking with us. And I remember the first time we met William Lawson, he said to us, like in the first 5 minutes of meeting this guy, we met him at an Applebee's in Somerville, and he said to us, "Y'all ain't shit. You need to know you ain't shit. You need to know that nobody cares about what you're doing right now because nobody knows about what you're doing right now.
Right.
Who are you? Where are you? How many spins you getting on the radio a day? If I were to drop somebody off in Charleston, are they going to say your name? Like, it's weird that that was just a big slice of humble pie to where we, when you rap, we got this like macho, like we the shit kind of vibe. I mean, I listen to greatness in my DNA. I thought it was a dope ass album. But we just carry that.
You just threw
we gonna get to it, but we gonna get to it, baby. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this album. Dog. That shit was fire. But it's just weird for him to be like, y'all ain't shit. You need to know you ain't shit. Right. So now we know nothing.
Right.
We've spun around 10 times in the middle of nowhere. Where are we going?
Right.
Yep.
So it's like start from nowhere. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
That was great words.
Hell yeah, man. That dude always had to drop the knowledge on us, man. But like to touch on what he said, man, you got a dope ass album out, man. Like I feel like we just been shooting the shit, but I'd like to get into some shit. Like you said, you don't know how you became an artist, but how did you become an artist?
Yeah.
Man? Like what led you down
spark,
that path?
Baby? What sparked it?
Yeah, where's the spark at?
Dog, I've been writing music probably since I was like 8 or 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Like just writing down my feelings, like not even knowing I knew how I felt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of started from, we used to clean up on Saturdays, and me and mom used to clean up. Me and my older brother, my mom used to clean up on Saturdays. She was playing like the Betty Wrights. And
so you're the little brother?
Marvin Gaye's, and yeah, I'm the young brother.
Fuck.
You're the baby brother.
Both y'all little brothers.
Brothers unite, baby.
Fuck y'all.
Baby.
Fuck them little ass.
Baby
Fuck y'all little
brothers
brother
unite.
ass motherfuckers. Nah, go ahead though.
Nah,
but
but
yeah.
Marvin
that's
Gaye,
really
Betty Wright.
like,
That's good. That's good shit, man.
So I got into music just from hearing like soul, 70s, 80s, and of course I'm a 90s baby. So,
Yeah.
that's really my era.
The greatest era.
Yeah,
No doubt. I'll argue with anybody about it.
but
90s was the best, bro.
yeah. So that kind of the 70s through the 90s is what really made me want to be an artist because it was more culture. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It was about how you were really living. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a whole lot of fabrication when it came to the music.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, this storytelling is just so amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and then I started listening to Lil Wayne first.
All right.
Lil Wayne, Tupac.
You're in the right fucking.
All right, he's
spot
in the right
now.
room, baby.
You're all the way in the right vein.
All the way there.
Lil Wayne, he was like this low guy, had so much confidence, bro.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that confidence, but I knew one day I could have it.
Did you used to rap his shit in the mirror?
Bro.
Hell yeah, right? Hell yeah, right?
But a lot of people don't know this neither. I sang first before I started rapping.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. Bring it back, but keep going. I want to talk about that.
Like me talking about the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, I was more so like into the vocals, like the voices.
Yeah, because that shit used to matter. We didn't have fucking auto
shit
tune
used to
and
matter.
all that shit. That
You
shit
had to
did
be
used
great.
to matter.
You
You
had
used
to
to
be
have
great.
to have a voice, man.
Right.
But I love how you said Lil Wayne. It's me that's creeping through the bag with a black
shit.
on black.
I got a question for you.
soldier
I got a
with
question
Mac.
for you. So you started listening to Lil Wayne. Was that like your first big rap?
LL Cool J.
All right, that's where we're getting. Hold
Here
on,
we
I'm
go.
gonna ask
So
this.
here we
I'm gonna
go.
ask this
Now we
question. Hold
talking.
up. Do you remember the
Hey,
first song that
lover,
you knew
hey,
every
lover.
word to? Rap song.
Dear Mama by Tupac.
That's the first one.
One of the first ones.
I want to know the first one. That's a fucking good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's like up there.
What song by? Damn, that's a good
It's like, I should have.
question.
Yeah, that's a doozy, right? You like,
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I get people fucked up.
It's
with
hard
that
on the spot.
It is hard on the
Because
spot.
he got me with that, and I was
Biggie?
like,
Biggie,
Biggie was
it
my
was
first.
all a dream.
Oh, Biggie
Yeah.
was
I used to
my,
read
Biggie
Word
was my
Up
first one
magazine.
that I knew too, but
Salt
it
and
wasn't
Pepper
that
and Heavy
song.
D up in the limousine.
The first song I knew all my Biggie lyrics
That's a
to
good
was,
one.
was Big Papa. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
It was 94. I knew all the words to like. I mean like real hip hop, like Biggie, Tupac, because like I knew Criss Cross. Like Criss Cross was like my first introduction to hip hop. Criss Cross, Vanilla Ice, because they were just like in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? It just makes you move around, so you dance to it. But like my first legitimate hip hop shit was Biggie as well.
Yeah, and then also anything Pac, bro. Brenda's Got a Baby.
Brenda's Got a Baby.
Right.
Yeah.
So he was my first introduction to storytelling. I realized how important storytelling was when I listened to Pac.
he don't get enough credit for that. You know what I mean? A lot of people try to judge Tupac based on lyricism alone, and you can't. You know what I'm
Can't.
saying? Like
It's
you
deep.
can't.
But isn't being lyrical based off of what you talking
To
about in
me,
your lyrics?
yes.
Well,
to me,
but
yes.
Because
But-
my whole thing with that, it's subjective, bro.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Yeah.
people can spit bars and can put words
Yeah.
together, but
Yeah.
what you're saying doesn't actually make sense.
Yeah.
Can they
Yeah.
stay on topic? Can they write a
Right.
song?
Yeah, well,
that,
people confuse like lyrics with like being clever. Like
Yeah,
yeah, there's
with metaphors
yeah,
and
they
shit.
want to hear
Yeah.
some some unique shit. How'd you make this word rhyme with that word and all that intricate shit and all that shit? But like Tupac just had depth, dude. It's funny you bring up Brenda Had a Baby, right? My mom picked me up for work one day, and we rode home, and I played Brenda Had a Baby. And or Brenda Got a Baby, whatever the name of the word is. And we were riding. We listened to the whole song. My mom at the end of the song, she like turned the music down. She's like, "Why would you listen to this? Like this is so depressing. This is so sad." And I looked at her. I said, "So you felt something?" And she was like, "Yeah." She's talking about putting her baby in the trash can. I was like, "So you felt that? That hurt, right? You feel an emotion? That means Tupac wins. Because when you can tell a story, whether people are happy about it, sad about it, mad, but if you invoke emotion, you're winning, dude.
Yeah,
You've made the connection.
100%, dog.
When I watched that documentary and they took the beat away from the song and you actually listen to the lyrics, bro, I had the hair on my arm standing up, dog. I'm like, I've listened to this song so many times,
Yeah.
and it's like it just hit me different.
Oh,
Once you
dog.
start to put his life together and you see,
Yeah, he was such
he
a
really
he was such a deep and he died so young. He was
Yeah.
26.
Yeah, yeah.
26
That's
years
that's
old,
what
dude.
people I don't think really take into account is that how much that dude accomplished in 26 years.
26 years, dude.
In 26 years, that motherfucker accomplished more than people will accomplish in multiple lifetimes. You know what I'm saying?
Tupac was the shit.
And that's a recurring theme in a lot of people that's died young that are huge influential characters. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fucking crazy. You
So
know
how
what
do
I
you
mean?
feel when people say that they can't can't be considered the best because they weren't around long enough. Him and Biggie.
You heard
catalog.
Did you hear Chris Rock make the argument about Biggie? You know Chris Rock?
Yeah.
He said that Biggie is not in his top 5 because he doesn't have the body of work that Tupac does.
Yeah, and I would kind of double down on that because I love Biggie and I would never hate, but Tupac actually does have the catalog.
Oh,
Biggie's got 2 albums.
2 albums.
You know
And really
I mean?
1.5 because he died in 97.
Yeah.
And,
So
if you
Afterlife
got
dropped
that
in 97, 98.
if you got that type of impact with 2 albums,
It's heavy.
Yeah.
It's definitely heavy.
like we can say
it's
all day
unreal.
he don't have the body of work, right? But you
Right.
got somebody out there with 20 fucking albums and you probably only listen to 1 song off of each album.
Yeah.
That goes to show you right there, impact is more important sometimes than a body of work.
Definitely.
Because now you got
Touche.
artists that's dropping albums every 3 to 6 months,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know near a song, but the song that's playing on the radio.
Yeah, they reaching.
Yeah.
They just throwing lines in the water hoping something bites.
Well, I don't
Timberland-
think there's any artist other than like rap artists. I think other than maybe J. Cole, Joyner, and maybe there's a couple others, but that are making the content that those guys were. You know what I mean? Biggie to me, Pac. The only reason Pac to me is greater than Biggie is because of the impact of his songs. You know what I mean? Like Brenda, like you said, Dear Mama, Brenda's Got a Baby. Like Biggie
Unconditional Love.
Unconditional Love,
Great Tupac
fucking
song.
like Biggie doesn't have those songs. You know what I mean? Like he's got
He got. I mean, on Ready to Die,
He got Sky's the Limit.
He got Sky's the Limit, but I think that was on Afterlife, right?
Yeah, Afterlife.
I mean,
But
like
on Ready to Die,
Ten
he
Crack
had this-
Commandments
10
is
Crack
pretty,
Commandments, yeah, but
pretty
that was
like
but
it's
he had a song
not
of
deep
talking
though.
about, like,
You know what I
people
mean?
like he lost connections with in life. I forget the
I
name
think
of the damn
Biggie
song.
gets the pass for
112,
what
of
he
course.
could have been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, he was
Like,
great. There's no denying
He's
that.
yeah, but he's more judged for what he could have been. Kind of like Big L.
Big L, one of my
Big L
favorites.
is one of the best rappers of all time, but he doesn't really have the catalog. Kind of like Biggie, but we're judging him based on what he could have been. And Pac, because he has such a vast catalog, we're judging him on what he was. But he died earlier than both of them. You know what I'm saying? Age wise. So it's like, what could Pac have been? You know what I mean? Because
I think he would have went deeper into the movies.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah,
I
I
think he
seen
would've
somebody
faded
the
off
other
the
day
music
that
and
like
would've
they
went deeper
shared
into
some
the music
Tupac
movies.
shit, and they were like, "What movies did we miss? What albums did we miss? What artists did we miss?" Because Pac was a visionary, and I think that's where like the line draws for me is when you've got somebody like Tupac who is a fucking visionary. You know what I'm saying? Like he's something different than just a rapper. You know what I mean? So you can't. It's hard to judge him just on based on rap.
Based on music,
Yeah.
he went to art school, bro.
Yeah, ballet.
And he had
All that shit.
Quick draw McGraw. I went to art school.
a political sense, like
Yeah.
yeah.
He
Based
would've-
off of how he
coulda-
was raised.
Did you
he
see?
probably
Did you
would've
see
been a
how he
politician.
connected with the crowds whenever he used to like do his speeches and shit?
Yeah.
Like he made that connection with like, dude. That dude was just like, I don't know. He was just something else, man.
he was an anomaly.
He was a one of a
Yeah.
kind, and
Like-
the game is definitely different now that he's been a part of it.
He's Shakespeare, bro. He's like that type of like I'm a reader, but the book I've read the most in my life is The Rose That Grew from Concrete. I've read that book front to back to front 100 200 fucking times, you know what I'm saying? Because and he wrote that shit when all them shits are like when he was like 19. You know what I mean?
Deep,
like
bro.
that's what's crazy about it is like we talk about this dude like he's 40, you know what I mean? Like he's like Jay-Z's age. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, this dude did all that shit in 26 years, but
He had greatness in his
before we
DNA.
move on, yeah, he did. But before we move on, like Brenda's Got a Baby, just when you were talking about that reminded me of that J. Cole song. I don't remember what the name of it is, but it's like
About having an abortion.
that song, yeah.
Damn, I don't remember. I know the
I
song
ain't too
talking about.
proud to tell you that I cry sometimes.
Yeah,
I
it
cry
was-
sometimes.
It was
about
on. It was on
That
the,
song
the,
goes-
the first.
That shit reminds me of Brenda's Got a Baby, and that's what I mean. Like Pac birthed mad rappers that that are like that.
Well,
you
he
know
said
what
he
I'm
was
saying?
going to do that.
And he did.
He said he was going to. He said I might not change the world, but I guarantee you, I will spark the brain
That will change the world. 100% facts. So let's get into the album though, man. Like
Let's talk about
Greatness in My DNA. Dog. What is that about? You know what I mean? Because I listened to it when it came out, and when I told him a few weeks ago that you were coming on, I sent him the album, so he's been checking it out.
Dug in, bro.
And I really like how like it seems like you didn't really have like a set destination. You just kind of went in this. I don't know this. You could tell us, but it seems like you went in the studio and was like, whatever you was feeling, that's what I'm gonna do. Because it's like you've got those type of songs like Preach. I really like Preach.
Favorite on the album.
That's probably my
dude.
favorite
That's my
too.
shit.
That it's crazy. We ain't even talked about this shit. So
Ain't even brought it up.
we
That
ain't
is my
fucking with
favorite
you.
shit,
But
dude.
that shit is hard.
Oh, yes.
That's probably my favorite. The beat, the content, but you also have like kind of that reggae vibe with the what is it? I think it's the second song. I don't know what the name
Blue
is.
Water.
Blue Water. So that's got
shit.
like kind of a reggae-ish vibe, you know what I mean? And then Strawberry Hennessy.
Strawberry Hennessy's
I don't
my
know
shit.
who's singing on that shit.
Dude,
but-
I'm glad you brought that. Are you singing on these choruses?
I'm singing on most of the choruses.
Dude,
My buddy,
who's-
Louis 13.
Louis 13. Okay, yeah. Who's
so-
is Ayo Berg? Is he a
Ayo
singer
Berg
as
is
well?
the producer.
Okay, so he
But
made all the beats.
But he rapped too.
Yeah, he was on a couple of the joints. Yeah, I heard him.
yeah.
I heard him. Did he make all the beats on the album?
He made most of the beats.
Most of the
Yeah.
beats.
Strawberry Hennessy, who's singing that hook though?
Louis singing the hook. I'm
Okay.
singing the background vocals.
Yeah, I hear that. I know it's you because I've spoken with you. Like he doesn't have the benefit of really having spoke to you before, so he probably didn't know, who's doing this or who's doing that. But I was wondering who's singing the Strawberry Hennessy because that shit is a vibe. You know what I mean? But to get back to the question, like, is that kind of how you wanted to go about it? Did you have like a theme or a concept for the album, or you just wanted to like go in there, hear what Ayo Berg put on, or you know what I mean, or how did you work that? How did you come about?
To be honest with you, bro, like that was a 2-year process.
Nice.
Like that.
I like it like that. I like that.
I got so many songs that aren't even out yet. But the concept, I wanted Greatness in My DNA to show how multifaceted I was as an artist, like that I could do multiple things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got this in me. It's no box that you could put me in. It's nothing that I can't do musically, and if I haven't done it yet, let's do it.
I like it. I felt it too.
So
I was a fan.
it wasn't.
I am a fan.
I didn't want to just be known as a motherfucker who could spit bars, because that's easy. I've been doing that my whole life, bro. Putting words together, writing poetry. I've been doing that my whole life. This album right here is gonna show people, if they haven't heard the album yet, they need to go listen to it, and anything else I put out after that.
Yeah.
Anybody who was attached to me is gonna have a dope song. I write too. I write for other people as well. So, I'm just trying to do everything when it comes to the music. But Greatness in My DNA is going.
Look right there and tell them go listen to that.
Greatness
shit.
in My DNA.
Yeah, I'll look right here and
On
tell
all
go listen
stream-
to that shit.
Go
man.
listen
That
to
shit-
that.
On all
shit.
streaming platforms.
It's
I promise
literally
you.
what I've been listening to.
We
The only album
we
I've
have
listened to.
54,000 streams right now.
So I
Hey.
contributed. I'm
Congratulations.
telling you, for like the past, since you sent it to me, I think
Yeah.
last week or the week before, that's the only thing I've listened to on Spotify is that Greatness in My DNA.
Yeah.
I gotta shout out my boys, man. Mossberg, Montana, Big Rent, my boy Peanut, Kiss, all y'all, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody who been a
Shout
part
'em
of
out.
becoming, me becoming who I am, who supported me and never stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I wanted to quit, so because I wouldn't be here sitting on a water power right now.
Hey,
Hey,
let's go,
we out
Water
here.
Park.
We out here. You know what I
Hey.
think my favorite thing about the album is because I don't know if Charleston like has a sound. Because like you think about back in the day, Pacino, Dito, Marley Marl, like they had that they were
Yeah.
the distinct like Geechee Gullah, like that downtown sound. Like this didn't follow any templates. You know what I'm saying? It didn't follow it. You didn't trace anything out and just try to like ride a wave. You literally, it does not sound like it came from Charleston. It just sounds universal, and that's what I liked about it. I liked that like the voice had like a John Legend vibe, like a great vocals behind behind that. You could tell you put some thoughts into the bars. It was I was thoroughly impressed.
Shout out to
listening
Jordan
to the-
Costello too.
Hey, Costello. And my boy Chris Vieira, he be recording over there and shit.
Yeah,
man.
I recorded with Chris too.
Yeah. Chris is that dude, man. Shout out Costello, all them boys, man. I love them boys. But like he said, we actually, I talked to you before the pod, and I said it's wild because you probably thinking like we talked to each other, but we didn't. Like, so you should know that like it's valid what we saying, because I said the same thing to him before. I was like, typically Charleston shit is Geechee. It sounds Geechee, but what I love about his shit, because I love the Geechee shit. Like,
yeah, me
I grew
too.
up on that shit. I grew up on QTP, PCP, Port City Players, Pacino Dino, like all them cats. Like, that's what the fuck I grew up on. Like, I'm from Charleston, bro.
Low Buck.
You know what I mean? Yeah, all them motherfuckers, dog. I grew up on that shit, but I love that your shit is hard to pinpoint. You know what I mean? Like, if you played that shit for somebody in fucking Tucson, Arizona, they're gonna be like, "Where's this dude?" They're not gonna know where this dude's from. You know,
This is the second time I done heard Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah,
I might need to book a
that
show
was
out
my
there.
fault. You should go to Tucson, man.
I need to book a fucking show out
The
there.
AR is on you. You look like Tucson. I don't know. Hey, my man.
Real talk.
That's how my mind think. All them fucking bars. But yeah, dog. I just think that shout out to Seagram's.
Cause I drink it and they pay me for it.
Petey Pablo.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm more of a Canada Dry type of guy. Like, no disrespect to Seagram's. No disrespect to Seagram's.
But real talk, man. I think that you have something going on with you that a lot of Charleston artists can't do. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's that they can't do, but they just don't do. You know what I mean? And I like it. I like listening to artists, and it's more universal. But it's like you said, what's hard about it is it's hard to market. Like we talked before the pod, it's hard to market because a lot of times they market artists based on where they're from. You know what I mean? Like we already established we grew up in the 90s, early 2000s. We were coming of age, so y'all remember the Atlanta.
Yeah, everybody had their run.
Yeah.
There was
we
an
went.
Atlanta run. There was a Houston run.
Yeah,
there was a St. Louis run.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
New York always had their run. Like
New York's been consistent.
New York, Cali always had their
New York
shit.
and LA have always been.
Chicago
they
had their
come and
run.
go. They come and go. But they find an Atlanta rapper and he's dope, and then they're like, how can I find 10 more of these? You know what I'm saying? And like you said, it's easy to fucking
ride that wave,
grab that template and be like, yo, this shit's popping, so this is what I'm gonna roll with. You know what I mean? And you didn't do that. So I appreciate the music, dog. We like it. I like it. You know what I mean? And if that shit means anything to you.
No, that shit means a lot. Because like, for somebody to take out their time and listen to my music, bro, like, it just feels good. Yeah. Like, as artists, we do music for ourselves most of the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Not until maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I'm like, bro, I got to start making music for other people, too. I got to start saying things that other people want to hear, too. Because I'm still a human being at the same time. Like, I may be an artist to them, but I'm still a human. I still gotta show those human emotions.
Yeah.
And that's why, I'm so relatable when it comes to the music. No matter what type of song I decide to make, you know what I'm saying? It just makes me more relatable. Me being, honest about things that go on in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like the Birkins joint. That's like a little strip joint. That's like the strip club joint. Make them pop it for a
So
Birkin.
you like the three-part hook. It was so dope. Like, we was on some Migos shit.
Yeah.
Me, Berg, and my boy Louis. Like, that was a fun song to make. Like, if anybody know me, like, I'm such a serious person most of the time. Like, I'm jokey now. Like, I like to laugh and shit. But I'm most of the time serious when it comes to the music.
Right. Well,
those songs,
determined.
That's what you want to do. Yeah, you need that though. Those
songs made me have so much fun.
Yeah,
like that process of creating a lot of them records was fun.
So your writing process. I wanted to ask you what is the writing process for you? Are you a paper and pen guy? Are you on a phone guy?
It just depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I might not write nothing.
Oh, shit.
Sometimes I might just I play with melodies a lot.
Yeah,
like I'm a melodic type of person.
Yeah.
So if that melody sparks me, like with the Blue Water hook.
Right. Yeah.
When I first heard the beat come on, When that beat first dropped, the first thing that came to my mind, I had a conversation with my older brother. He was talking about going to Colombia. And I was just thinking, I know they got some pretty water and some pretty women over there. I know you speak a different language. You know what I'm saying? And that's how my mind works when it comes to creativity. So,
hell yeah.
That's like that. My writing process is different.
So whatever the beat tells you, whatever the beat speaks to you, you just kind of like.
Sometimes I might not even have a beat, bro. If I show you my phone right now, like I got so many different rambling ideas. Like I just sometimes I'll write it down, and sometimes I just go and create.
That's cool, man.
It just whatever it feels, whatever I feel for that day.
Yeah, I'm like that too, man. I got like.
By the way, you were one of my favorite fucking rappers.
I appreciate that. Though.
Like I don't know if I ever told you that.
Yeah, I appreciate.
Even when I heard you do poetry, but then I realized that you rap too.
Yeah,
and I stole that damn CD I bought from you, man. I cannot remember the name of that CD.
Probably Soliloquy.
Soliloquy.
Yeah.
That's Soliloquy.
Yeah,
bro, I used to bump that shit so much, dog.
I always said that album is not made for stupid people.
Yeah, he told me that a long time ago.
I said that album is not for stupid people.
Bro, when I heard that shit, I'm like, he mixed poetry and rap all the way together.
Yeah. Well, that's been a struggle of mine forever because I'm more a poet than a rapper, but I could rap. You know what I mean? Like I've always. I was a poet before I was a rapper, but I rap because that was the next outlet. You know what I mean? So I always rap, but I've always struggled because I don't want to sound arrogant, but I don't have no other else way to say it. But you know, like I always read the dictionary, studied the dictionary. Like I love words, literature, so. A lot of times I'm using words and themes and concepts that 90% of people don't understand.
Right.
And it's a gift and a curse because the 10% of people who do understand fuck with it heavy.
Right.
But it's hard to get the other 90% of people on board because they don't really understand what the fuck I'm talking about, you know, or what I'm saying. So you know what I mean? It's a double-edged sword, but I appreciate you saying that, dog. I'm a fan of yours. That's why the fuck I had you on, man. So
he gonna keep reminding me that too.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm gonna keep telling you that, dog. I'm gonna keep telling you that, man. But I
told you I'm a little jokey. Man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You got him in the tuck.
Yeah. Just in the little chicken wing. Well, hey, don't get too jokey because I choked somebody out last week, a couple weeks ago.
I don't know if you heard. But this man.
You don't know. I'm the cruise ship champion right now.
Guillotine king over
there. I really enjoy our friendship, man. I really hope if it ever get to that we can be friends after we tussle. Because that's how I used to be.
Yeah.
You used to be able
to... see, that's not how I used to be. That's how I currently am. But I used to be, I don't fight. I'm not no fighter.
No,
but
that dude was asking for it.
Absolutely not, bro. I wouldn't hurt a fly, dog. I'm a ninja in a garden. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather be a
warrior in a garden.
Yeah. What do they say? I'd rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
that's real shit, dude.
Hey,
real shit.
You know what I mean? But what I was gonna ask you is like the song "Preach." Like, what do you feel compelled, or do you feel like it's your job or a necessity to make songs like that? Do you feel like, cause like you said, like I have songs that are like club songs or hit songs or like fucking beef songs or this song or like, you know what I mean? But that song, what resonated with me, it was just the realness of it, you know what I mean? And newsflash, I'm white. You know what I mean? But the song, you know, that song's not even to me. You know what I mean? It's to you and people like you. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I feel it. I connect with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how real that song is. So do you feel like an obligation to speak those types of truths, or what led you to that type of...
It was honestly, bro, just like everything that I saw going on. Like in... the community that I come from, you know what I'm saying? Like, and, you know, obviously it was based off of the black community, but a dark cloud is hanging over all of our heads, and
100%. That's why I felt it.
That's where that hook came from too. You know, hanging over us, they call it dark cloud. Singing about killing, so that's a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sun go down and then it go down. Like
all the way
the
down.
reality of
Preach.
it.
Preach.
I liked it a lot. What was it? Can't count to 25, but expertise with nines.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
something about the school supply. What's the school supply line? Damn, what's the school supply line? Like,
I'm blanking too.
because
it's the second verse. I know. I know it's the second verse because I
wrote that song like.
Was that a song you wrote down, or was that just something you had and just felt it?
That was one of them songs that I had from like 2017, bro.
Berg made that beat too.
Yeah, he made that.
That beat's so hard.
Yeah, that's my shit.
That's right up my alley, man.
Yeah, that was my shit. I liked it a lot.
Well, what's your plans for the future, man? Like, we gonna get some videos, or you working on another album?
I'm working on videos. I got some content already in the cut.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say that on camera, but I got it.
No, it's good to let them know. Like, you ain't just sitting back. You got some lines in the wall.
I'm still working behind the scenes, man. I think with what I was told about this album is that don't just let it go to the wayside. Mm-hmm. You got a real dope, body of work on your hands. So
that's great advice, man.
Really,
because
really work that project instead of just moving on to something else and like start promoting something else. Like, obviously, I'm still working on music, but it's like I need to push. Like, my goal, I want 500K streams off this album. I want Spotify to send me a plaque.
Yeah,
I said that. I spoke on that and said I'm getting me a plaque.
Yeah,
that's something that
so
I feel like I deserve.
That. Yeah,
I've been doing music probably since I've been 14 or 15, bro.
Yeah,
like, it's time for me to start seeing something, and it's not even about money, man. I just want the world to be here.
Yeah.
Gratification. Yeah, man. Like, people would be lying if they say they don't want no respect from what they've been putting work into. I want some fucking respect.
Yeah. Dog,
that's the reality of it. Like,
if you had fucking $100,000 check in one hand and 10 million streams in the other hand, I'd probably take the 10 million streams to know that 10 million people listened to my shit, felt it, liked it, and I didn't make $1 off it. Cool. You know what I mean?
But to be honest
or $100,000 for me to have nobody listen to my shit. Like, I take the 10 million every day because we're artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, the pay, or what would be the proper word? I don't know. I'm gonna use pay, but the way you pay me is to listen to my shit, to feel my shit, to understand my shit. You know what I'm saying? To be affected by what I put out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's more payment than any dollar amount. You know what I mean? Like, right. we've always said that. Like, when him and I rap, like, fuck the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, money's
cool.
Huh? Money's great. Cool, I would love money.
But yeah, I want my respect.
But I want my respect,
I'm my notability,
man. I want to be respected for how much time and effort and how much thought I put into my records.
Yeah,
you know
how much respect
like,
I got for the game.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. We're not trying to make a buck. You know what I'm saying? This isn't about making a buck. I'm sure there are artists out there that see this as a hustle. And they ain't knocking that.
Money's cool.
Ain't knocking that.
We need money.
But there's other artists out there like you, like I guess like me. That's like, yeah, that's cool, but bro, just feel my shit. Like, just like recognize that I'm studying the game. Like, I'm in this thing too. You know what I'm saying?
100%. It's like he said. Like, it means so much when somebody takes the time out of their day, out of their life, out of their playlist, out of their time to listen to fucking artists that get so much distribution and so much playtime to just listen to my shit.
Yeah, I don't paint pictures to throw them in the closet.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't painting a bunch of pictures and just stash them in my basement, dude. I want the world to see. I got some. This is art, dude.
When you get in that booth or you put that pen to that pad, bro, that's your paintbrush.
It's a feeling, dude. It's a feeling that you'll chase the rest. Once you're a part of it, you ride 100%. It forever, man.
Like, I think the hardest thing is, for me, I still gotta get up and go to somebody's job.
Sucks, don't it? And you be thinking about music at the job, right?
Bro,
Cut. We don't fucking work. We shoot podcasts and make music up. Nah.
My album came on when I was riding the car going to work, and I just started listening to the album because I stopped listening to it for a while. I was like, man, I'm gonna let everybody else just listen to it. It just came on Apple Music, just automatically played that shit. And I'm like, man, I'm about to go to this fucking job. And I'm sitting on
and my shit playing.
My work right now.
And my shit playing.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the hardest part for me in this process right now. But you know, they say you gotta stay down until you come up, man.
That's it, bro.
And stay focused. I think I'm no longer in that mindset of giving up, no matter how hard it gets. Like, I think, you know, being a little younger, or, you know, when I first started really getting into the music, like, you go through little hardships and you like, man, fuck this shit.
Right.
But it's like now, I ain't got no choice.
Right.
For me, it's a feeling. That's how my heart beats. If I can't be creative, bro, I feel dead.
Oh, me too.
I tell you, no lie. Like, I feel dead if I can't create, bro.
Bro, that's
like,
why
that's just a part of, like, it's in my bloodstream.
It's great motivation.
In your DNA.
Greatness in your DNA. Yeah.
But I feel you 100%, man. Like, that's why I started this podcast, because I'm a poet, I'm a rapper. Like, I put my thoughts on a page, I put my thoughts in the records, and like I felt like it was only right I put my thoughts into the ether, into the camera, into people, you know what I mean? And that's why I have so many different, like last week I had a recovering addict on. The week before that, you know what I mean? Like, it was me and him talking about our recent fucking cruise to the Bahamas. Before that, had homie that's in a band, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to just, I really want to shed light on all the dope people I know, but I also, not to be self-serving, but I need my thoughts to get out, you know what I mean? I need that creative outlet, you know what I'm saying? And like, this to me is that creative outlet. It's a way to, cause I love fucking talking to people, man. I love hearing people's
listening to
opinions.
People.
I love expounding and expanding on top of those, you know what I'm saying? Like, tomorrow I'll feel inspired just by talking to you. You know what I mean? Talking to you about how you made your album or how you feel about doing it. Like, I'll be I'll write a fucking song on the way to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't work, but yeah, I be working now. But yeah, that's why I do this, man, and I know that's why you do it. You know what I mean? I know that you have like this fucking unquenchable fire inside of you, you know what I mean? As we all do, artists, creative minds, like that's what we have. So but before we kick it off of here, how can people find you, man? Greatness in My DNA. I'll tell y'all, Greatness in My DNA is his album. His name is Mike Burna. Mike, MikeBurna, Mike Burna. Look him up. Spotify, YouTube, fucking everywhere you find streaming. Everywhere you find it, you can go find that album. It's so dope, man. You won't be disappointed, man. Like I said, you'll listen to it and you'll be like, motherfucker from Charleston? Yeah. Charleston.
Please
born and raised.
That's where I'm from, dog.
Straight up, North Charleston, dog.
We rapping the water pod.
Yeah, straight from the water pod. I wanted to tell you before the pod, but I'll put you on the spot here. Can you please send me the album art and whatever your favorite song is off the album, and I'll put it on the end of this album. That way y'all can check it out. At the end of this fucking podcast, y'all can check out whatever song he wants to put out in front of your eyes and ears. And then I'll also share the link so that you can go find that shit and stream that shit. Please stream that shit. My man's at 50K. He going for 500K. I know that we can get there.
We got some work to do, folks.
Yeah, we gonna get there.
We got some work to do, folks.
Man. But before we sign off, man, is there anything that you would like to tell everybody or say to everybody that's listening or watching right now? You know what I mean?
Man, just never give
like
up.
Not even
Never
there we
give
go.
up.
See,
Always.
I was about to like point you in a direction
Always.
because I was like, oh, he's about to cut a promo. Nah, I like that. Yeah. What would be your thing to say? Like, matter of fact, let's back it up. Cause I haven't had an artist on in a little while. So my question would be, what would you say to an aspiring artist? Or what would you tell yourself 10, 15 years ago? If you could fucking just, the ghost of Christmas pop up on yourself 10 years ago and tell yourself something, what would it be as an artist?
It would be to not give a fuck about what nobody else thinks. Not give a fuck. And just keep grinding. No matter how hard it gets, just keep grinding. Like, I think for me, anybody who know me, like, the hardest thing for me to have done in my past is to stay consistent. Like, I used to be a real hooper. Like, I played basketball most of my life. Like, I was real nice. But I gave up on the shit because I didn't feel the support. You know, and I started to feel the same thing with the music. Like, my level of completion was always off because I felt like I needed a support system to keep going. But the support system starts inside of you if you want something bad enough. That's the reality. So if I could, if I could give myself 10, 15 years ago that advice, it would be to stay consistent, bro, and don't give a fuck about what nobody think.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to do nothing concrete if you don't want to. Concrete to the rest of the world. You get a fucking real job or whatever that is. Like, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
you can make your own way.
Yeah, you can find your own way, man. I listen to too many people telling me what to do instead of just following what I wanted to do, following my own path.
Following your heart.
Like,
your
following
drive.
my path has got me past a lot of shit. You know, maybe if I would have listened to certain things, you know, maybe I wouldn't have went through those hardships, but those hardships made me who I am.
I don't think that's a weird place to be, though. When people, like, you know, they love and support you, and you know they mean well, and they think they have your best interest at heart, and they try to shoot you advice, but it's like, let me just do me. Let me just do it the way I do, and just I don't need to follow any templates. I don't need to follow any guides. I mean, I appreciate your advice, but I'm going to just do something completely out of the norm and see if this shit sticks.
But I also think, too,
it's just a weird place to be.
If you give them that ammo, like, if you look lost as a motherfucker, like, damn, what are you really doing? Now they feel like they got the power to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
But me, at this point in my life, nobody can tell me more about myself than me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Even the fucked up shit about me.
Yeah.
Nobody can tell me more about myself.
It's like
because I'm self-aware of who I am. I know my flaws.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I know 100%. What I'm capable of being.
Yeah.
I know what I am when I look in the mirror in the morning, so it ain't a whole lot you can tell me about myself.
Hell yeah. Well, it's like I think what he's saying or what we're saying is like it's okay to be coachable.
Yeah, for sure.
But don't. There's a reason the coach ain't on the court.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you can tell me what you tell me, but you ain't in this position as me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll take your advice.
Take advice, but don't expect me
But don't expect me to do exactly what you say because I'm the motherfucker out here in the field, on the court. I'm the one doing the work. You
That's
know
just
I mean?
like I realized that certain advice I can't give because I haven't done certain shit, right? I could tell an artist that you can't put music out without registering your songs with BMI, Sound Exchange, all these different things to get your music.
Yeah. Go get BMI certified NASCAR.
BMI or ASCAP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the different ways to get paid. I can tell them that because I've done it.
Right.
I can say if me and you do a song together, I'm gonna make sure you get your part.
Yeah, I want my right.
I'm gonna make sure you get your royalties.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make sure you get your royalties if we do anything together as far as music.
Yeah. But you ain't gonna be like, I'm not doing a song. Yeah. It's like I think the end result is like you said, be coachable, but do what the fuck you want to do, man. Do what leads you. Whatever is leading you, you gotta trust yourself, but more than you trust anybody.
Don't
else,
crash
you know
out.
I mean? Don't.
I'm
crash
not telling
out
you to
and
go out there and crash out now. My whole thing. This is being level headed, right?
Yeah.
We want you to be level headed, but we also want you to be self aware too.
Right. And
You
be
know what I'm saying?
consistent.
And be
Like that's the
consistent with
main
what you're
thing
doing.
is be consistent, man. Keep grinding, keep putting out your songs, keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the world tells you. So like I said, man, this is Mike Burner, my co-host cousin Sal, Schizo, I'm H2O, Waterboy. My boy behind the camera, Foolish, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how we get down. This is the Water Pod, and like we always say, man, go check out his shit. Greatness in my DNA.
Check it out.
But we always say, think harder, work smarter. If you want it to grow, just add water. Schizo, H2O, Mike Burner. It's the Water Pod. Peace.
We out.
Hey yo, Bird, that beat cold.
I know you speak a different language, and girl, I know you tired of the same shit. I want you, I don't wanna play no games now. I wanna lay you down and make my way down. I know you speak a different language.
What's your name, baby? What's your age, baby? What's your vibe? Baby, come outside, take a ride and feel a vibe. You want dick, girl, come get a hit, you gon' get a high. Treat it like a water ride, how the way we slide. You want mix when we buy you gifts, get your hair fixed. Roof Chris, dinner dates, are we taking trip? First class, it don't matter, girl, I can spin a bag. Or jump up in the lack and watch me hit it from the back.
I know you speak a different language, and girl, I know you're tired of the same shit. I want you, I don't wanna play no games now. I wanna lay you down and make my way down. I know you speak a different language.
Baby, you gon' tap, baby, that's a wrap.
You remind me of blue water on the sunset. Baby, ride the jet ski so you can come quick. Body butter glisten from your body, got me lovesick. Intimate in your presence, a blessing. Fly out the country and flex on your exes. Laying it down, we releasing the pressure. Giving me head, got me passing the exit. Come take this course, no, you need a refresher. I know you speak a different language, and girl, I know you're tired of the same shit. I want you, I don't wanna play no games now. I wanna lay you down and make my way down. I know you speak a different language.